Welcome back to our channel, Valuable Coins Hub. These rare quarter-dollar coins make people rich. Let's find out why. Don't miss out one of these who know a single coin make you rich. Number 1. Today, I have something truly special for you. A coin that is not just money, but a piece of history, art, and culture all rolled into one. I'm talking about the 2022 United States quarter dollar honoring Maya Angelou. A coin that has collectors buzzing and investors watching closely. If you love rare coins, this is one you cannot afford to miss because I'm going to take you through its uniqueness, its rarity, and why it's capturing the hearts of coin lovers everywhere. The Maya Angelou Quarter is part of the American Women Quarters program, a series that celebrates incredible women who have shaped American history and culture. Maya Angelou, of course, was more than a poet. She was an icon, a civil rights activist, and a voice that inspired millions. To see her honored on a coin is a moment of pride, and it instantly makes this coin a must-have for collectors who want to own a piece of American heritage. The design of this quarter is absolutely breathtaking. On the obverse, we see George Washington, but with a refreshed design that highlights every fine detail, giving it a look that's both classic and modern. The reverse captures Maya Angelou with her arms raised, a bird soaring above, and the rising sun behind her, symbolizing freedom, inspiration, and resilience. Every time you hold this coin, you feel a connection to the story it tells, and that's what makes it more than just a piece of currency. Now let's talk about why collectors are going crazy for this coin. Even though millions were minted, not all coins are equal. Many ended up in circulation, showing the normal wear and tear of everyday life. But the ones in pristine condition, untouched by hands or pockets, are the real treasures. And then there are the rare error coins. Off-center strikes, doubled lettering, and weak details from the minting process can make a standard coin suddenly priceless in the eyes of collectors who know what to look for. Collectors also watch the mint marks carefully. Quarters from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco each carry their own level of demand. Proof coins, struck with extra care, shine like mirrors and are highly sought after. If you happen to find a proof Maya Angelou quarter or a coin with a rare minting error, you could have a gem in your hands that might fetch attention at auctions and private sales all across the United States. Here's a tip for collectors. Always check the condition carefully. Look for sharp details in Maya Angelou's figure, the bird in flight, and the rising sun behind her. Coins that have been stored properly and kept in their original uncirculated state are the ones that skyrocket in value. Even minor imperfections can change a coin's worth, so handle them carefully and store them with love. The excitement around this quarter isn't just about its design. It's about owning a piece of history. Being the first Black woman featured in the American Women Quarters program makes it historically significant, and that historical value is something collectors everywhere understand. Some of these coins are being sold in auctions in New York and Los Angeles, while others are moving fast in collector markets across the country. The thrill is real, and the demand is only growing. And now the moment you've been waiting for. If you have a 2022 Maya Angelou quarter in perfect uncirculated condition, especially a proof strike or an error coin, it could be worth several $100s today, and some rare examples have even sold for over $1,000 in auctions. Imagine holding a coin that not only honors an American legend, but could also be a serious collector's item in your own collection. So next time you come across this quarter, don't just see it as 25 cents. Look closely, appreciate its story, its design, and its potential. These coins are flying off collector shelves, and if you get lucky, you might have a treasure hiding in your pocket or change jar. Number 2. We are diving into a coin that is full of history, mystery, and collector excitement. I'm talking about the 1967 United States quarter dollar. A coin that carries the story of a changing America and has been catching the eyes of collectors for decades. If you love rare coins, pay close attention because this coin has some surprises, and I'm going to tell you everything that makes it special and highly sought after. The 1967 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, but it comes from an era that is unique in itself. This was a time of transition for the United States Mint, as it was just before silver was removed from circulation coins, and collectors started paying closer attention to coin condition and rarity. Even though these quarters were produced in millions, the ones that survived in pristine condition are becoming harder and harder to find, which makes every uncirculated example a true gem. The design of the 1967 quarter is classic, with George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. But there's something thrilling about holding a coin that has witnessed over 50 years of history. Coins from this year can show subtle variations and minting quirks that make them exciting for collectors who know what to look for. From slightly off-center strikes to doubling in the lettering, these rare errors can transform a regular quarter into a treasure that stands out in any collection. Collectors also focus on mint marks when searching for the 1967 quarter. Coins from the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints each have their own charm and rarity. The San Francisco mint proof coins are particularly coveted, as they were struck with extra care and often kept in perfect condition by collectors who ordered them directly from the mint. Owning one of these proof coins is like holding a piece of history in your hands, and the level of detail and craftsmanship is truly something to marvel at. If you are a collector, here's a tip. Always inspect the coin for luster, sharp details, and any signs of wear. The eagle's wings, George Washington's hair, and the rim of the coin are all places where you can spot a high-quality example. Coins that have been carefully preserved in coin holders or original mint packaging can fetch attention at auctions and private sales, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for pieces that look like they were just struck yesterday. The thrill of collecting the 1967 quarter isn't just in its age. It's in its rarity and the excitement of discovering coins with unique features. Imagine finding a quarter in perfect condition with a slight minting error that makes it one of a kind. These coins are the ones that spark conversations at coin shows, attract attention online, and often end up being highly prized in personal collections. Collectors from New York to Los Angeles and even in smaller towns are always searching for these rare gems, making the hunt just as thrilling as the discovery. And now, the moment many of you have been waiting for. If you happen to have a 1967 United States quarter in uncirculated condition, especially a proof or a coin with a rare mint error, its original market value ranges around 25 cents in circulation, but pristine examples and proofs have been known to sell for several dollars, with rare error coins fetching even higher amounts at auctions and in collector markets. Imagine holding a coin that is not only a piece of American history but also a highly desirable collectible. So next time you find an old quarter, look closely, appreciate its details, and think about the story it tells. These coins are flying off collector shelves, and the thrill of discovering one in perfect condition is something every coin lover dreams of. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on coins that tell amazing stories and could surprise you with their value. Number 3. I have something truly special that you need to pay attention to. I'm talking about the 1977 United States quarter dollar, a coin that might seem ordinary at first glance, but when you dig deeper, it becomes an absolute gem for collectors and history lovers alike. If you are someone who loves rare coins, then stick with me because I'm going to take you on a journey through its uniqueness, its rare features, and why it's in such high demand in the collector world. The 1977 quarter is part of the iconic Washington quarter series, and it comes from a fascinating period in U.S. coinage history. This was a time when the mint was producing coins in massive numbers for everyday circulation, but that doesn't mean all of them survived in perfect condition. In fact, finding a 1977 quarter that looks untouched by time is becoming rarer and rarer, and that rarity is exactly what makes collectors hunt for it with so much excitement. The design of the 1977 quarter is classic and instantly recognizable, with George Washington on the obverse and the eagle spreading its wings on the reverse, but collectors know that every detail matters. Coins from this year can show subtle minting quirks or errors, and these are the ones that really make a collection shine. Off-center strikes, doubled lettering, or weak details in Washington's hair can turn an ordinary quarter into a unique collector's piece that draws attention at coin shows and auctions across the country. Collectors also pay attention to mint marks when it comes to the 1977 quarter. Coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco all have their own appeal, and proof coins from San Francisco are particularly desirable. These proof coins were struck with extra care and often kept in perfect condition, making them some of the most sought-after examples of this year. If you are lucky enough to find one, it could easily become the highlight of your collection. Here's a tip for collectors. Always look for the luster and sharp details on the coin. The eagle's feathers, Washington's profile, and the rim of the coin are key areas to inspect. Coins that have been carefully stored in holders or original packaging hold their value much higher. And they are the ones that get noticed at auctions or in private sales in places like New York, Chicago, or Los Angeles. The thrill of finding a coin that is nearly 50 years old and still in perfect condition is something every collector dreams of. The excitement of collecting a 1977 quarter isn't just about its age or design. It's about the hunt, the rare errors, and the opportunity to own a piece of history. Imagine finding a coin in mint condition with a slight error that no one else has. That's the kind of treasure that can make a collection stand out and become a story you can share with friends and fellow collectors. The demand for these coins is high, and the interest is growing every day. And now the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to have a 1977 United States quarter in uncirculated condition, or even a proof coin, its original market value was 25 cents, but coins in pristine condition with rare errors or proof strikes have been known to sell for several dollars in collector markets and auctions. Some examples have even been sold in New York and Los Angeles for notable prices, showing just how valuable these coins can become over time. So next time you come across an old quarter, look closely, appreciate its details, and think about the story it carries. Every coin has history, every coin has value, and the 1977 quarter is one that can surprise you with its rarity and desirability. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can keep discovering coins that are full of history and collector value. Number 4. I have something truly special that every collector needs to hear about. We are diving into the fascinating world of the 1965 United States quarter dollar, a coin that may look ordinary at first, but when you know its history and secrets, it becomes an absolute treasure. If you love rare coins, stay with me because I'm going to reveal everything that makes this quarter unique, highly desirable, and exciting for collectors across the world. The 1965 quarter is a fascinating piece in the Washington quarter series because it comes from a very interesting time in American coinage history. This was the first year that silver was removed from circulation quarters, moving from 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. That change alone makes this coin significant, but it's the condition, the errors, and the story behind each piece that make collectors chase it tirelessly. Even though millions were minted for circulation, the ones that survived in near-perfect condition are incredibly rare today, and that rarity is what creates the thrill for collectors. The design is classic and instantly recognizable with George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse, but collectors know that every detail tells a story. Some coins from this year display minting quirks and subtle errors that turn them into extraordinary finds. Off-center strikes, doubling in the lettering, or weak details in Washington's hair, and the eagle's feathers can instantly increase a coin's desirability. Coins with these unique characteristics stand out in collections and at auctions and can become the centerpiece of any coin lover's treasure trove. Collectors also focus heavily on mint marks. Coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco each carry their own demand, with proof coins from San Francisco being highly sought after. These proof coins were struck with care, often preserved in perfect condition, and they shine like mirrors. Owning one of these proofs is like holding a piece of history in your hands and can instantly elevate a collection to a new level of prestige. Here's an important tip for collectors. Always check the coin's condition carefully. Look at Washington's profile, the eagle's wings, and the sharpness of the rim. Coins that retain their original luster, have no scratches, and are free of wear are the ones that get noticed at auctions and private sales. Properly stored coins often sell faster and for higher prices in major collector markets like New York, Chicago, and Los Angeles. The thrill of finding a coin from 1965 in pristine condition is unmatched, and every collector dreams of that moment. The excitement of the 1965 quarter isn't just about its age or design. It's about the story it carries. The moment in history when silver left the quarter, the subtle mint errors that make some coins one of a kind, and the joy of owning a piece of American coinage history. Imagine finding a coin in perfect condition with a rare error that no one else has. That's the kind of treasure collectors search for years, and the demand for these coins is only growing as more collectors realize their importance. And now the moment every collector waits for. If you happen to have a 1965 United States quarter in uncirculated condition, especially a proof or a coin with a minting error, its original market value is 25 cents, but examples in pristine condition, rare proofs, or error coins have sold in auctions and collector markets for several dollars. Some exceptional coins have even been sold in New York and Los Angeles for notable prices, showing how valuable these quarters can become when they are carefully preserved and highly sought after. So next time you come across a 1965 quarter, take a close look, appreciate its design, and think about the story it carries. These coins are flying off collector shelves, and the thrill of discovering one in perfect condition is something that every coin lover dreams about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on coins that tell amazing stories and could surprise you with their value. Happy collecting, and remember, every coin has a story waiting to be uncovered. Number 5, and last rare coin. I'm bringing you a coin that is more than just a quarter. It's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a story waiting to be discovered. We are diving deep into the 1979 United States quarter dollar, a coin that many people overlook, but one that holds incredible appeal for collectors who know how to spot a gem. If you love rare coins, make sure you listen carefully, because I'm going to reveal everything that makes this coin unique, rare, and highly sought after. The 1979 quarter comes from an era when the United States Mint was producing millions of coins for circulation, but that doesn't mean all of them survived in perfect condition. In fact, the ones that have maintained their original luster over the years are becoming increasingly rare, and that rarity is exactly what makes this coin so exciting for collectors. Even subtle details like sharp rims, clear lettering, and crisp images on the eagle can make a huge difference in value. The design of the 1979 quarter is classic Washington, with George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle spreading its wings on the reverse. But collectors know that every detail counts. Coins from this year sometimes display minting errors that transform a common quarter into a truly extraordinary collectible. Off-center strikes, doubled dies, or weak details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers are examples of rare features that can make one coin far more valuable than another. Collectors also keep a close eye on mint marks. Coins from Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco each carry their own appeal, and proof coins from San Francisco are particularly prized. These proof coins were struck with extra care and often kept in pristine condition by collectors who ordered them directly from the mint. Owning a proof coin or a coin with a minting error from 1979 is like holding a piece of history in your hands and adds an incredible thrill to any collection. Here's a tip for collectors. Always check for luster and sharp details when inspecting a 1979 quarter. Look at Washington's profile, the eagle's wings, and the rim for any signs of wear or damage. Coins that have been carefully preserved in holders or original packaging often attract attention at auctions and private sales in cities like New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. The thrill of finding a coin in near-perfect condition from over 40 years ago is unmatched and makes every collector's hunt truly exciting. The excitement of the 1979 quarter isn't just about its age. It's about the story it carries, the potential mint errors, and the joy of owning a piece of American coinage history. Imagine discovering a coin in uncirculated condition with a slight minting quirk that no one else has. That's the kind of treasure that collectors search for tirelessly, and it's what makes the 1979 quarter highly demanded among enthusiasts. And now the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to have a 1979 United States quarter in uncirculated condition, or a proof coin, its original market value is 25 cents, but coins in pristine condition, rare proof strikes, or with notable mint errors have been known to sell for several dollars in collector markets and auctions. Some exceptional coins have even been sold in New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago for impressive amounts, showing just how valuable these quarters can become when they are well preserved. So next time you come across a 1979 quarter, don't just see it as 25 cents. Look closely, appreciate the details, and imagine the story it carries. These coins are highly sought after, and the thrill of finding one in perfect condition is something every collector dreams of. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss discovering coins that are full of history and collector value. Happy collecting, and remember, every coin has a story waiting to be uncovered.